Welcome to the Essentially You podcast, where we explore the science of happiness and well-being to help coaches and coaching leaders bring out the best in themselves and those they serve. If you're looking for new approaches to serve your clients or looking to create a culture of positivity and well-being in your organization, join me, Mark Mathia, on a journey of discovery and inspiration. Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Essentially You podcast. Hey, today I wanted to share some best practices and insights on how to create powerful and memorable moments in our coaching conversations. Now, I believe that every coaching experience has the power to transform thinking and empower, embolden, and equip the people we're working with. If, and it's a big if we can learn to partner and usher in moments. Now, in this episode, we're going to talk about the power of moments, a concept that was introduced by Chip and Dan Heath in their best-selling book, The Power of Moments, Why Certain Experiences Have Extraordinary Impact. The power of moments is the idea that some moments in our lives are more meaningful and memorable than others, and that we can intentionally create these moments for ourselves and others by following 4 elements: elevation, insight, pride, and connection. Okay, really like these things because as coaches, we have a unique opportunity to create moments of impact for our clients, moments that can change their perspective, their behavior, their direction in life, moments that can inspire, motivate, or challenge, moments that can make them feel seen, heard, and valued, moments that can make a difference in their lives. But how do we do that? How do we as coaches or coaching leaders create moments of impact in our coaching conversations? Well, it might be easier than you think. Let's dive in. Okay, first, let's talk about elevation. And this is how to rise above the routine. And the first element of the power of moments is elevation, which means creating moments that lift us above the everyday, moments that are positive, memorable, and engaging. Think of it this way. Let me give you some examples. Think of a surprise party, getting a standing ovation, or a spontaneous road trip. These are moments that make us feel joyful, excited, or amazed. As coaches, we can create moments of elevation for our clients by what's called breaking the script, or by doing something unexpected or different that breaks the routine or the norm. That can happen in thinking or actions a lot of different ways. We can use, for example, humor. We could use storytelling or even metaphors to lighten the mood or to illustrate a point. Sometimes we can use props, visuals, and even music to enhance the sensory experience and to trigger emotions. Sometimes it's where you hold your coaching conversation that does that sensory emotion or that triggering that can be very valuable to the coaching setting. But we can also use games, exercises, or simply challenges to make the session more fun and interactive, which will drive more memorable moments. One of the experts who advocate for breaking the script in coaching is Patrick Lencioni. He wrote The 5 Dysfunctions of a Team, The Advantage, and a number of other books, but he's known for his unconventional and what I would call provocative approach to coaching teams and leaders. He often uses role-playing, simulations, or scenarios to create moments of elevation. For example, he once asked a team of executive leaders to pretend they were in a plane crash and to write out their own obituaries. This exercise was designed to help them reflect on their legacy, values, and priorities and create a sense of urgency and alignment. Another example of breaking the script in coaching is using the power of contrast, which is a technique that Tony Robbins, you've all heard of him, right? The famous motivational speaker and coach often uses. Robbins is known for his ability to create moments of elevation for his audience by using stories, metaphors, humor, and energy. One of the ways he does this is by contrasting the current state with the client with the desired state. Let me say it another way, or the pain with the pleasure, or the problem with the solution. And this creates a gap that's almost visible, and that can motivate the client to take action. It also creates a sense of possibility and hope. Okay, so how can you create moments of elevation for your clients or the people you're leading? Take a few minutes now and think of one way, just one, you can do that in the next coaching session or conversation you have. Go ahead, write it down now. Insight. is the second one. That's how to change perspective. The second element of the power of moments that was given to us is insight. And this means creating moments that rewire our understanding of ourselves or the world. Moments that are transformative. They're kind of enlightening or revealing. Think epiphany, a breakthrough, a aha moment, a realization. These are moments that make us feel curious, surprised, and oftentimes inspired. As coaches, we create moments of insights for our clients by stretching them, by asking powerful questions, or sometimes giving honest feedback that challenges assumptions, beliefs, or behaviors. For example, we can use the Socratic method, which is a form of inquiry that uses questions to elicit clients' own knowledge or wisdom. We can use the Grow model, which is a framework that helps clients set goals, explore reality, generate options, and commit to action, which is, most coaches know that one, but Grow is a really helpful model. We can also use the old feedback sandwich, which is a technique that delivers feedback in kind of this form: positive, negative, positive, in an effort to reduce defensiveness and increase acceptance. One of the experts who advocates for stretching the client's coaching is Christian Simpson, one of my mentors, the founder of the Conscious Coaching Academy. He was also the head kind of coach for the John Maxwell team for many years. Simpson is known for his direct and challenging style of coaching, where he often uses questions or feedback to create moments of insight. For example, he once asked a client who struggled with procrastination, "What are you pretending not to know?" This question was designed to help the client uncover the underlying fear or belief that was holding him back and create a shift in perspective. Another example of stretching the client is using the power of reframing, which I use a lot. This technique is one that Maria Nemeth, the author of The Energy of Money, The Mastering of Life's Energies, often uses. She is known for her ability to create moments of insights for her clients by helping them see their situation from a different angle or perspective. And one of the ways she does that is by reframing the client's challenges as, well, opportunities, their failures as feedback, and their fears as invitations. And this creates a sense of empowerment and impossibility. And it also helps the client focus on the positive aspects of the experience. So let's do it now. How do we create moments of insights for your clients or the people you're talking with? Think of one way you can do that in your next coaching experience. Go ahead, write it down. Next is pride. How to celebrate the achievements of others. Now, the third element of the power of moments is pride, which means creating moments that capture us at our best, moments that are rewarding, affirming, and validating. Think of a graduation or promotion or receiving a medal. Think of moments that make us feel confident, accomplished, appreciated. See, as coaches, we can create moments of pride for our clients by recognizing them, by acknowledging their efforts, their progress, and their results, and by celebrating their successes, their milestones, and their learnings. For example, we can use praise, appreciation, or gratitude to express our admiration or respect for the client and the work that they put into the coaching effort. We can use rewards or incentives or recognition to motivate and reinforce the client's behavior or their performance. We can use rituals, ceremonies, or testimonials to mark the client's achievement, transformations. And this is really important. One of the experts who advocates for recognition and in the client kind of coaching scenarios, Tony Robbins, who I talked about earlier, he's also known for his ability to create moments of pride for his clients by celebrating their wins, big or small, and making them feel special and valued. One of the ways he does that is by using the power of recognition, which is a technique that involves giving the client physical or a verbal token of appreciation, such as a high five, hug, a clap, or a shout. This creates a sense of joy and excitement, and it also boosts the client's self-esteem and confidence. Another example of recognizing the client in coaching is using the power of milestones, which is the technique that Chip and Dan Heath, the authors of the book we're talking about, are known for. They create moments of pride for their clients by helping them track and celebrate their progress, growth, or development. And one of the ways is by using milestones, which are specific, measurable goals that the client can achieve along the way. Think of next step, not the full thing, such as completing a course, losing a certain amount of weight, or reaching a level of income. This creates a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. Let's take a break there and think about your clients for the next coaching conversation. How can you use pride to elevate your client? Okay, think of one way you can do that in your next coaching session and write that down. And let's go into the last one, which is connection. And that's how to strengthen relationship. And this is the fourth and final element of the power of moments, which means creating moments that bond us with others, moments that are shared, meaningful, or intimate. Think of things like weddings, reunions, or a big old hug. These are moments that make us feel loved, supported, and understood. And as coaches, we can create moments of connection for our clients by relating to them, by being present fully, building coaching rapport, building trust, and having empathy while remaining non-judgmental. This creates a safe and supportive space for them to open up, share, and, well, quite frankly, be themselves. For example, we can use our active listening. We can use NLP techniques like mirroring or paraphrasing to show them that we're paying attention and that we understand them. We can use empathy, compassion, or validation to show that we care and that we respect the client. We can use disclosure, vulnerability, or humor to show that we're human too and that we can relate to the client. And one of the experts who advocates for relating to the client is Maria Nemeth. Again, I mentioned her earlier, but Nemeth is known for her ability to create moments for her clients by establishing a strong and authentic relationship with them and by making them feel comfortable and accepted. And one way she does that is the power of presence, which is a technique that involves being fully attentive, curious, and open to the client without judgment, distraction, or an agenda. This creates a sense of trust and intimacy and also allows the client to express themselves freely. Hey, let's think of one way now that you can use connection to help elevate your next coaching conversation. So, friends, there you have it. That's the 4 elements of the power of moments. It was awesome, wasn't it? Elevation, insight, pride, and connection. You could rearrange those. It would say epic. That's kind of cool. Now, these are the ingredients that can help you create moments of impact for your clients or the people you're leading at work. Moments that can make your coaching conversations more memorable, meaningful, and effective. But remember, creating moments of impact is not something that you do to your client, but something that you do with your client. It's a collaborative and co-creative process, as is all of coaching, where you and your client work together to design and deliver moments that matter most to them. So I invite you to experience and experiment with the power of moments in your coaching practice and share your results with me. I'd love to hear. Give me some feedback or questions. Okay, you can reach me at mark@markmathia.com, and I'd love to hear how you're creating moments for the people you lead or the people you coach every day. Hey, friends, thanks for tuning in, and let's keep creating moments of impact together. And now it's your turn to get out there and thrive in life. If you've liked what you've learned, would you consider subscribing to this podcast and leaving a review? I'd really appreciate it. And if you have anything you would like addressed, you can reach out to me, Mark Mathia, at mark@markmathia.com. And until next week, I'm cheering for you.